This bedtime yoga flow is for anyone who struggles to relax and wants to enjoy better sleep. We're going to keep gently moving, so it's ideal if you're one of those people who just doesn't enjoy holding poses and staying still for an extended period of time. We'll be moving softly and gently to signal to the body that it's time to transition to sleep. You can practice this one on the floor or in bed, so get yourself nice and comfortable, and when you're ready, we'll get started. So I'm going to start this one seated, whether you're on the floor or in bed, sitting up nice and tall through the spine. And we'll just start by easing out some tension around the neck and the shoulders. So starting to move your head in whatever direction feels nice, maybe taking it around in circles. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. And notice if you're moving really fast. See if you can slow it down just a little bit. Perhaps bringing our attention to our breath. And just noticing what the breath is doing. If it's fast or slow. Whether you're breathing into the chest or the belly. We don't have to change anything about the breath right now, just noticing as it is at the moment. Good, if you've been moving the head in one direction, take it round the other way. Good, and then when you're ready, you can come back to center. We're going to take our left hand and bring it just behind our back. Palm can be facing away or pressing into the lower back. And then tilting your head towards the right. Staying here, or option to take that left hand over to the right hip, maybe interlacing the fingers just to pull the left hand all the way across and keep the head tilting towards the right. Good. Feel free to stay here, or you can take a little bit of movement with the head, rolling the chin down towards the chest, over to the left, and then back down, tilting the head to the right again. Good. Take one more inhale and exhale here. And then we'll release and do the same on the other side. So right hand either comes to the lower back, or you can bring it round towards the left hip. Tilting the head towards the left. And then you're welcome to stay here just in this stretch, or rolling the chin down, tilting the head towards the right, back through center and over towards the left. And just do this at your own pace. Good, and we'll take one more inhale and exhale. And release when you're ready. Good, we'll take some circles with the shoulders. Really squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears, shoulder blades towards each other on your back, and then actively drawing the shoulders down as they come down. So making this quite an active roll of the shoulders. Good, if you find that your spine wants to move a little bit as well, you can kind of find this cat-cow action through the spine. Good, and take the shoulders round the other way. You might want to sync up with the breath here, maybe inhaling as the shoulders lift, exhaling as they drop. But don't feel that you have to if that just doesn't feel comfortable for you. Good, and then you're going to let go of that. We're going to interlace the hands, press the hands forwards, round through the spine, and then we're going to take some cat-cows like this. As we inhale, the hands lift, spine nice and tall. Exhale, hands drop down in front again, rounding through the spine, reaching through the shoulders. Good, inhaling back up. Exhale. Reaching the hands away, rounding through the spine, and then just take a few more at your own pace. Good, one more. And then you can let the hands go. We're going to keep the right hand down towards our right, reach up and over with the left, finding this little side stretch. And then we're going to sweep the hands around in front, take it over to the other side. So right hand lifts up, find that stretch through the side body, and then sweep the hands forwards. Again, just noticing if you're moving quite fast. Just consciously seeing if you can slow the movements down just a little bit, helping to signal this shift from being awake and alert to telling the body that it's time to slow down a little bit. Good, we'll take one more to each side. Good, and then come back to center and towards this forward fold, and you can take a gentle sway from side to side, and you can come as low as you want to here. You might be up on the hands, you might be on the forearms, you might be able to rest the head onto the hands or onto the floor or bed, wherever you're practicing. But you can keep this gentle sway wherever you are. Or if it feels nice for you to just hold this one in stillness, you've got that option too. Good, and then we're just going to bring a little bit of awareness to the breath here. Seeing if you can breathe down into this back body as we're in this little bit of a forward fold. Seeing if you can breathe and expand this space on the back into the back ribs, allowing them to move out and away, and then coming back towards the body on the exhale. And just see if that makes sense in your body, what that means for you. You don't have to think about it too much. If it doesn't feel like something for you, then don't worry about it. It's just a little bit of extra for you to try if it feels right for you. Good, and then slowly start to walk the hands back up. I'm going to stretch the legs out in front of us. You can keep a little bit of space in between the feet. And we'll take some circles with the ankles. Just stretching out through the feet. Trying to find this flexed position occasionally, maybe feeling a bit more of a stretch through the backs of the legs when you're there. And the same with this pointed action through the feet. You might feel a bit more of a stretch through the shins, the front of the legs. Good, and you can lean back into the hands here if you want to. The knees can be bent. Just doing whatever you need to here to find some softness. That's what this class is all about. We're not trying to challenge ourselves too much. We're not trying to go to our maximum stretching abilities or anything like that. Just giving the body a chance to release tension and slow down and relax a little bit before we go to bed. Good. And then from here we're going to lie down. I'm going to just come diagonally so you can see me a little bit better. And we'll start by hugging the knees in towards the chest. Give them a squeeze in. Maybe a rock from side to side, or you can take the knees round in circles here. Moving the knees either in the same direction, or if it feels nicer for you, you can take the knees round separately. So a few options, just easing into the lower back, giving the hips a little bit of a stretch. Good. And then from here, the left foot is going to come back down, but you can keep that knee bent, extending the right foot up. Good. And we're going to find those circles again through the ankle, maybe flexing and scrunching the toes as the foot moves around. And this knee can be bent as generously as you need it to be. Good. And then from here we're going to come to a figure four. So this right ankle is coming to rest on the left knee. And then taking either hold behind this thigh, just bringing the left knee in towards the body a little bit closer. If you want a bit more of a stretch, the hands can come to the shin. If both of those feel like too much, feel free to stay with this left foot on the floor, on your bed, and just working at pressing this right knee away from you. So just finding which option feels best for you. And again, here you can take a little sway from side to side. Just keeping that gentle movement going. And again, just notice if you're moving quite fast. Maybe seeing if you can slow down, syncing up the movement with the breath. Perhaps inhaling as the knees come to one side, exhaling as they go to the other side. And again, just bring a little bit of focus to the breath. Maybe seeing if we can invite the breath down into the belly, allowing the belly to expand as you breathe in, and then belly button draws back towards the spine as you breathe out. If it's feeling like quite congested around this area and breathing into the belly is a little bit difficult, you can think about breathing into the ribs, so trying to move the ribs away from each other and then ribs move back towards each other. This kind of expansive breathing out to the side. Good. And then we can come out of this one, maybe just stretching the right leg up one last time, giving the foot a bit of a move, toes a little bit of a wiggle, then dropping the right foot down. We'll take it to the other side. So left leg extends, taking some movement with the foot, scrunching the toes. And just notice if this side feels any different. You might feel more of a stretch through the back of this left leg. You might feel less. Good. And then when you're ready, come into a figure four position here. So left ankle to the right knee, and then feel free to stay here with the right foot on the floor, and then just gently working at pressing this left knee away from the body. If you want a bit more, you're going to hold on behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. And either staying in stillness or finding this gentle sway from side to side. And just bringing your focus back to the breath. Either finding that belly breath or that expansive breath out towards the sides. Feel free to close the eyes, enjoy this movement. Notice if this side feels any different through the hips, through the lower back. Good, and just take one or two more breaths here. And then when you're done, letting go of that right leg if you're holding on to it, maybe extending the left leg up one last time. Good. And then we're going to take the knees out to either side, bring the feet together, maybe bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just checking in with the breath one more time. Maybe seeing if you can breathe into this space while your hand is on your belly. And if it feels like too much with the knees like this, if you've got your pillows close, you can feel free to bring a pillow under each knee, and that's just going to give you a little bit more support here. Good, we'll take one final breath here. Feel free to stay here for longer. We're going to start to wrap up now, so if this one's feeling like a nice one that you want to stay in for longer, feel free. But otherwise, bring the knees together. We're going to squeeze both knees in one more time, and we're going to really squeeze, hugging the shoulders and the head up towards the knees too. Really scrunching everything in, and I want you to scrunch your face up as well. Tensing everything, scrunch your fingers, scrunch your toes. Find this tension through the body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then let go, relax. You can extend the legs out long, arms down by your sides. And just give yourself as much time here as you want. If you're ready to just transition into sleep, feel free. And if you want to stay here but you're not quite ready for sleep, you can find that gentle movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Just finding these last little stretches, maybe trying to extend one arm out and away, then releasing. Stretching one leg out and away, then release. And just go through all your limbs like that, one at a time. Just finding those last little bits of tension to stretch out and then release. But I'm going to leave you here. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a lovely night's sleep, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.